Hello, friends. Welcome back to Transcendent Astrology and Tarot. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm an author, speaker, astrologer, and tarot reader. And welcome to the Capricorn Full Moon for June 21st, 2024 at 6:08 p.m. Pacific Time. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do tarot and astrology readings, and you can book it at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. The Capricorn Full Moon is happening on Friday, June 21st, 2024 at 6:08 p.m. Pacific Time. Now, this full moon, to me, seems more like a new moon, and I'm going to explain why throughout this video. So let's take a look at the chart. We've got the moon at 1 degree Capricorn, and the sun just ingressed into Cancer and is at 1 degrees Cancer. And on the 20th, we had our summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. So happy, 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 happy summer. Summer is a lot of people's favorite season, including mine. And that leads me to why I believe that the Capricorn full moon really feels, or is going to feel, more like a new moon. The first reason I say that is because the moon is full at 1 degree Capricorn. The first degree of a sign is always about introducing that planet to the sign, and it's always about something new, something starting, something beginning. The second reason I say that is because the summer literally just started a few hours, or about 12 hours before this full moon. And so the reason that it feels more like newness or a new moon phase is because of this new energy. Now, the third reason I mentioned that this Capricorn full moon is more like a new moon rather than a full moon is because we are going to have another Capricorn full moon in July at 29 degrees of Capricorn, which there are 30 degrees in each sign. And if you look at 29 degrees, it's almost to the end of the sign. Usually as a planet moves through a sign, through the 30 degrees of a sign, it's learning various lessons along the way. So the moon being at 1 degree Capricorn on June 21st for the full moon is going to be you exploring something new in Capricorn, whatever has to do with the moon, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. And what the opposite sign, which is Cancer, where the sun is currently, what these oppositions are bringing to you at that aspect of your chart. So if you look at your natal chart, wherever Capricorn is in the house of your natal chart will be that area of focus for you for this entire month, not just for this full moon in Capricorn, but also for the full moon in July of 2024. So that is really unique that we are working through this energy. Another reason why I feel like Capricorn is in full focus is because Pluto is currently retrograde. Pluto is the planet of transformation, and it's like transformation even when you don't want the transformation. Pluto is like, this is happening whether you like it or not. You are being transformed in this area of your life whether you want to or whether you don't want to, but it's happening. Now, later on in the fall, Pluto is retrograding back into Capricorn. Pluto was previously in Capricorn for many, many years. I don't know the exact date. I would have to look it up again, but I would say it was close to 14 years that Pluto had been in Capricorn. And so the fact that we have this Capricorn energy with the moon there being full twice in the sign of Capricorn between June and July of 2024. And then around end of September, October, that the planet Pluto of transformation is going back into Capricorn. It's a re-emphasis of the lessons that you are learning in the sign of Capricorn, again, wherever that happens to be in your birth chart. But let's explore what is happening with this full moon on Friday, June 21st, and where those planets are situated. It's really important to take a look at that and what aspects to the sun and the moon are happening currently. Let's take a look at the chart once more. We have, as I mentioned, the moon at 1 degree Capricorn. The sun is at 1 degree Cancer. And if you look, we see Venus is at 5 degrees Cancer, and we have Mercury at 9 degrees of Cancer. What is Cancer all about? Cancer is the mother sign, and Capricorn is the father sign. So we have this opposition because during a full moon, the sun and the moon are in direct opposition, so there's some tension there. And it's this opposition between mother energy and father energy. Furthermore, the moon is the ruler of Cancer, and the moon does represent mother energy. Cancer represents the home, what feels cozy, those deep emotions from childhood, the emotions, the feelings that make you you, that formulated you not only in the womb, but in childhood and throughout your upbringing. Those deeper emotions that make you act and react in ways that sometimes you're not even aware of, because these are usually subconscious emotions and feelings, things that are a little bit beneath the surface, which the moon does represent. Normally, with all of this positive energy, with Venus, the sun, and Mercury in a sign like Cancer, which is the mothering sign, we would want to focus more on that nurturing, loving, low-key energy about staying at home, enjoying the lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer, baking cookies, having that barbecue, that backyard time, watching the sunset, enjoying time with your family and staying close to home, which is all Cancer, exploring those beautiful emotions. Now, Venus being a very feminine planet, representing the feminine, being in Cancer, a feminine sign, which is really represented by the mother, it feels more like this is where we need to be in summer. Mercury is there, talking about your deeper feelings, talking about home and family, sharing photo albums and pictures, and creating memories for the summer. Yet during this full moon and the next full moon, with the moon in Capricorn, Capricorn being the father sign, which is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is all about rules, regulations, responsibilities, time. We need to do this now. We need to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's and we follow the laws, follow the rules. And it's about doing something that requires a little bit more responsibility than just staying at home in the comfort of your home, enjoying time with family during the lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer, which you're gonna want to do because we just had the summer solstice. But there's this pull to what have I not yet accomplished or finished when it comes to the Capricorn part of my chart. So whichever house that happens to be. So if Capricorn falls in the 6th house of your birth chart, then that means maybe it's something about a job. Maybe you have been looking to replace the job that you have, looking to get the promotion, looking to perhaps even change your career path, or even change your health habits, for example. And the moon in Capricorn is saying, look, you really need to take a look at this before you enjoy your summer fully or while you are enjoying your summer. If Capricorn, for example, is in your 7th house of relationships, of one-on-one relationships, it could be maybe this is the time to get on that dating app if you're single. It's time to go on some speed dating events, or it could be time for you to improve upon the relationships that you already have, the one-on-one romantic relationships as an example. It doesn't have to be romantic. The 7th house can represent any one-on-one relationships, friendships, family relationships that you happen to have. but it could be about working through some problems, working through something. Now let's take a look at where Saturn, so the ruler of Capricorn, Saturn is in the chart currently. Saturn is at 19 degrees Pisces. We've also got Neptune in Pisces. Now, Saturn has been in Pisces for quite some time. Saturn is slowing down as it is preparing to move retrograde. Now, Saturn, being the ruler of Capricorn, is normally that very stern planet. You must do this and you must do that and you must not shirk your responsibilities, but it's in Pisces. Pisces is a water sign, just like Cancer. Pisces is a mutable sign. It is more flexible. Pisces is about the greater consciousness. It's about the collective. It's about universality. It's about universal consciousness. And so Saturn in Pisces is a little bit softer. It's not as harsh as it is in Capricorn. It's not as hard as it is in Capricorn. It's a lot more movable, flexible, flowing. It's still Saturn, right? It's still about time and responsibility and rules and regulations. But being in Pisces, Saturn is a little more movable. It's a little more flexible. So what Saturn, I believe, in Pisces is saying to the moon in Capricorn is, sure, you can enjoy your summer if you take care of your responsibilities in the morning. For example, get those responsibilities done, the things that you've been putting on the back burner, the things that you've been putting off, the things that you have not yet worked through in Capricorn in 2024, work through those, take a couple of hours in the morning, then for the rest of the day, you can go out and enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy the time at home. Have the barbecue, watch the sunset together, but you need to do your responsibilities first. It's just like that stern father that says, look, if you made it to summer school, if you didn't pass the grade, then that means you're doing summer school homework first, and then you can go out and play with your friends. The next alignment I'd like to take a look at is Neptune, which is squaring both the sun and the moon. Neptune is at 29 degrees of Pisces. It is almost complete with Pisces. Neptune is the co-ruler of Pisces, and it's squaring the sun and the moon. Squares are complicated. There's a little bit of tension here. And Neptune is about boundaries, imagination. It can also be about confusion. I have a feeling that during this full moon phase, you are going to be confused about whether to place your focus on Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Cancer, that energy, and the house where Cancer happens to be in your natal chart, or must you focus on the moon in Capricorn? There is going to be this confusion for you. You're going to feel torn. You know you have these responsibilities to take care of, Capricorn, but then your friend calls you and said, hey, we're going to Six Flags. Do you want to go? And the tugging feeling you're going to have is like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I need to complete this responsibility that I have, but I really do want to go to Six Flags. Or, you know, fill in the theme park that you would like to go to. I feel like there will be this a little bit of confusion, but Neptune is also imagination. It's also problem solving through creativity. So maybe with Neptune there, you will be able to find the creative solution to the problem. Do I choose my responsibilities of Capricorn during this next month? Or do I choose Cancer, the fun, loving, stay at home, bake the cookies, the muffins, whatever. Stay with your family, stay with your friends at home, enjoying the pool at your home, for example. So which do I choose? I don't understand how to manage these energies. I think that you will find the flexibility of Saturn in Pisces and the imagination of Neptune in Pisces is going to give you the idea of how to manage both of those energies. And you will adequately be able to manage both, but don't shirk your responsibilities. I feel like if you go all in on the Cancer energy, which is beautiful, we've got the Sun conjunct Venus, we have Mercury right there. Even though Mercury doesn't like too much being in Cancer, it's still a more positive planet and a more positive energy. So even though you're not going to really necessarily feel like I need to do my responsibilities, Moon in Capricorn, don't shirk your responsibilities. I feel like it will come back to bite you in the butt, especially in a month. Whatever Capricornian responsibilities you must accomplish this next month, just accomplish them, but be flexible. Don't spend all of your time accomplishing them. Do a little bit, then go have fun the rest of the day and just enjoy your summer. So that is it for the astrology. Now let's take a look at the tarot cards and what the tarot cards have to say about this Capricorn full moon. So dear angels and guides, for my viewers and those who are watching this right now, what is this energy for the Capricorn full moon happening June 21st, 2024 at 6:08 p.m. Pacific? What do they need to know in order to learn and to grow adequately through these planetary aspects? We've got Ace of Coins, new beginnings. This is an Earth sign. Now look at this. I mentioned that the moon is at 1 degree of Capricorn, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, planting a seed, right? Now, the thing about planting a seed is you don't have to grow the whole darn tree. All you need to do at 1 degree Capricorn is plant the seed. You might have to water it a little bit. You might have to sprinkle on some fertilizer, but you just need to plant the seed. And there was a very clever quote that I heard by motivational speaker Jim Rohn, who has long since passed away, but I was listening to a lecture. And he said, isn't God marvelous? God just asks you to plant the seed. He doesn't ask you to grow the whole darn tree, right? God does most of the work. It's just to you to plant the seed. And I feel like the Ace of Coins is saying, plant the seed. Now is the time. 1 degree Capricorn. That's all you need to do. And when you plant the seed, you will be prosperous in whatever endeavor you are doing, whether it's a new relationship, a new job, a promotion, whether it's updating your home if it's in the 4th house, whether it's advancing your career if it's in the 10th house, whether it's improving your health if it's in the 6th house, whether it's improving your one-on-one relationships, 7th house. So let's take a look. What else does the audience need to know about the Capricorn full moon happening on June 21st? The World, end of a chapter. Well, this is full moon. The full moon does represent endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. And this is like a pat on the back. It's saying, look, you've already wrapped up what you need to wrap up. It's time to start something new in that sector of your chart and pat yourself on the back. Even though you're at the same time planting a seed, you really need to pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, look how far I have come so far, right? I am planting a new seed. I am starting something new in that area of my chart in Capricorn at 1 degree of Capricorn. I'm starting something new, but I'm gonna pat myself on the back as to where I have come to this far. Because none of us, unless if you are very, 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 very young, none of us are really starting that sector of our chart from the very beginning. It's an accumulated knowledge, right? Okay, so what else does the audience need to know about the full moon in Capricorn? 6 of Wands, congratulations. Again, this is more patting you on the back. You've done a really good job up until now. This means victory is coming, rewards are coming, money is coming, happiness is coming, joy is coming. This is a real big recognition from the universe saying you have done well. You've done a great job. Now plant something new. You have done a great job. Now plant something new. Here's the thing, I mentioned Pluto being retrograde and moving back into Capricorn in the fall. Here's the thing, it has been in Capricorn. It's now in Aquarius, but it had been in Capricorn for a very long time. And so the lessons that you have been learning through Capricorn with Pluto have been long and changing. And I truly believe that if you have been on track with your changes and transformations in the Capricorn sector of your chart, Pluto is not going to come back into Capricorn to punish you or to say, what have you done? Unless if you've done nothing. But I feel like it's going to come back to congratulate you and show you how far you have come in that area of your chart. So I think this is fabulous. Also, it's going to retrograde to 29 degrees of Capricorn, where the full moon will be at the end of July. So let's look at action steps. What are some action steps beside the planting of the seeds? What are some action steps the viewers can take for this Capricorn full moon? The Emperor, look at that, Saturn. Saturn, the Emperor, the father figure. Do your homework, right? The Emperor, Saturn, father time. So the action steps are do the Saturnian things that you must do. Don't ignore the Saturnian things that you absolutely positively must do. I think that message is loud and clear. Loud and clear. It will come back to bite you in the butt if you don't do it. So take those steps. I know it's summer. I know you want to enjoy your summer, but take those action steps because Saturn will come back and say, no, 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 no. This is a do-over. This is not a victory for you. This is a do-over. So just do it. Do what you need to do. What other action steps must the audience take during this Capricorn full moon? We've got two. We have got two. Oh my goodness. We've got a king, and we have the Three of Swords, deep emotional pain. This is another Saturn card. This is another Saturn card. Three of Swords. Look, Cancer, even though like Pisces is more the crybaby, honestly, of the zodiac, Cancer is about deep, 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 deep emotions, family emotions, diving deep. So like maybe it's you going back in the summertime to your childhood home that creates a lot of deep emotions in you. There's something to be said about revisiting the place of birth, revisiting the childhood home, going back to see your parents, going back to see your grandparents. And it's going to bring up a lot of emotions with all of that Cancer energy about your roots, about your family, about your ancestry, about your history, about your childhood. And it can be really easy to get lost in those emotions and not do your duty to Saturn, not do what you need to do. And I believe it's like, I know this is going to be emotional. Sometimes the Cancerian energy is emotional. Deal with your emotions. It's not saying ignore your emotions. Deal with your emotions. Deal with those relationships. Deal with those childhood wounds. Whatever you're revisiting this summer, do that. But you need to take care of your responsibilities in the Capricorn sector of your chart. The last card we got was the King of Coins, Pentacles, another earth sign, another earth sign. King of Coins, King of Pentacles, and there is Capricorn as the sign on here. Now, King of Coins, King of Pentacles is very, very evolved. It's a very evolved Capricorn card. This is the man or the woman, right? This is the man or woman who is extremely wealthy, well-to-do, not because they are lucky, but based on their hard work, based on doing the steps necessary that they needed to do to be successful. And again, this does not have to apply to money necessarily, although it well could. It could apply to relationships, to other family situations where you work really hard to work out your family relationships, healing the family wounds, or it could be like working hard at your job. So there's just so many things and so many ways that this could translate to be. But again, it's that Capricorn energy. That is the action steps that you are being asked to take. Because look, with the Six of Wands, the victory card, you have the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. Victory will be yours if you respect the Capricorn energy. Now, the King of Coins for me is very much 29 to 30 degrees of Capricorn. So if you pay attention for the next month, 28 days and some change, right? If you pay attention through the next month and do your few steps a day, few steps meaning take those Capricorn steps in order to accomplish what needs to be accomplished, just a few each day, baby steps. You take a few each day, don't shirk your responsibilities, do the things you need to do, a few steps each day over 28 days and a half or 29 days. And by the time you get to that 29th day, things will start to formulate and look better for you in that area that you needed to focus on. And you will see the results. You will have the victory. You will see the King of Coins starting to come to fruition for you. And I feel like if you do that and if you balance the work and play aspect, then you are really going to reap the benefits. And you will see. You will see. We start with the Ace of Coins and we end with the King of Coins. Look at that. We start with the Ace and we end with the King, which is that full development of Capricorn. It's that full development. So I think that this could be something very good, abundant, and prosperous if you pay attention to the energy this month. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this with others who appreciate astrology. And thank you for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy one of my 11 published books. You can book a reading with me. And I will see you in the next video.